people are texting me like they're shocked that Terrance Crawford was able to get that victory, becoming super middleweight champion, undisputed super middleweight champion, the first man to win 3 undisputed titles in 3 different weight classes. So congratulations to Terrance Bud Crawford. What an amazing performance he put on last night against Canelo Alvarez. And Canelo, it was a good fight. And Canelo was there to fight. And I think Terrance was just I think he was the better fighter. He outboxed him. Canelo has problems with movement. And it showed again, he tried to equalize the movement with power punches. He threw a lot of power punches. He was getting some power punches, some body shots in on Terrance, and Terrance withstood that, was able to deliver his own counter punches, and he was stinging Canelo a little bit. Canelo backed up. I've never seen Canelo be backing up like as much as he backed up in this fight a little bit. And that was because Terrance Crawford had some answers. You know what I mean? When you was missing, he was making them pay. And it was very reminiscent of the Floyd Mayweather Canelo Alvarez fight, in terms of Floyd counterpunching, defensive style. Terrance is a little bit more engaging. There was one sequence, I believe, in the 9th round where they was like, they were winging punches. They were throwing big shots. And Terrance was right there in the pocket. And, we all knew he had dog in him. We all knew he was a mean fighter. Once he's in the competition, he loves it. It's like that gets him going. That's like some type of secret sauce for him. And so I knew as far as courage, you wasn't going to punk him. That wasn't going to happen. I think people were like, well, it's too much power. If Canelo ever catches up with him and hit him, what would be the impact of that? And we saw it. Yes, he caught him a couple punches. Terrance was able to withstand the punches based on his training, conditioning. And I kept saying, leading up, that last press conference convinced me. I said, look, man, Terrance, I don't see this bigger man type of thing. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at the weight, but naturally, as far as walking around Canelo, but Terrance came in there, I thought, in great condition. He looked great, and it seemed like he was able to carry his power up there a little bit because he was able to, as I said earlier, he was able to, zing some shots in on Canelo when he was missing those power punches, and Canelo had to refocus a little bit. A lot of times Canelo was resetting in the fight. I don't think people noticed that. He would reset. He was like, and I was like, oh, okay. Now it's getting interesting because now Canelo can't just wing those shots. It's something coming back. And so, and even Canelo himself, who was so gracious after the fight, who said that, Terrance, he even said Terrance was better than Floyd Mayweather as far as what he's seen so far in the ring. And that's big praise. But he also said that Terrance was just, he just beat him. He beat him with no excuses, no this, no that. He beat him fair and square. He was the better fighter. So that's pure class right there. And we like the Mexican style and all that, but Canelo, you can't say Canelo's had, he's had these issues, or not issues, but he had problems with people who have lateral movement. Some people will say, well, they're running. I don't think he's running. It's boxing. The whole thing is hitting and not get hit. Sweet science. That's what it's about. And styles make fights. And this was a very good fight stylistically, which made it a very electrifying and intense fight throughout the fight. I mean, it was intense because you kept thinking Canelo's going to catch up with him. It was Canelo. And Canelo was throwing that overhand right. He was throwing that hook. He was hooking down to the body. He was doing everything he does. But Bud was just right there, right there in the fight, right there, firing back, countering and hooking and, grabbing and pushing and doing what he had to do. You know what I mean? He was letting his hands go and he was connecting. And so I thought the judge, I thought the decision was accurate. Unanimous decision that I saw in a very intense, combative fight. And both men should be proud. Congratulations to both men. I don't know if it'd be a rematch win thing like that. I don't know. I don't think there's a rematch clause in that fight, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't know if, Canelo seemed to be like rejuvenated, especially after he beat the kid, the twin, Charlo. He seemed rejuvenated, said, but now we'll see, even on the Netflix series, he seems to be, at peace with his family. He expected a new child and a new addition to his family. And then you don't know, he's living a great life. Put it like that. He has his family, wife, beautiful home. He's living a great life. So I don't know. I don't know if he's going to fight again, but we'll see. Money talks sometimes. They might do it again. We'll see. I don't know if Terrance going to fight. I mean, you cannot say, Terrance fought an old fighter, blah, blah, blah. You can't use that. The age thing. Because Terrance was like, 35, 38, something like that. So, about to be 39. So, both experienced fighters. You can't even use Terrance's resume anymore as far as who he fought. He's fought a lot of champions and he beat a lot of champions. He's 41-0 for a reason. People are going to start comparing them to Floyd Mayweather. Two different fighters. In comparison, if they fought each other, who will win? Have at it. It's a fun debate if you want to debate about it, but I think they're too. I think people don't understand how great Mayweather is and was in that ring. He was him. Let's not get it twisted. And Terrance is him too. If they fought, however that might be, however you want to kind of AI it and sequence it up, I don't know, man. I say a tie. I say I'll say they're both. It'll be a tie. You know what I mean? So, it'll be an interesting fight. If that, if it was to happen, it'll be an interesting fight. Anyway, that's it for me. Vanguardian TV. Peace.